Jesus Christ. How good of a summer blockbuster season is this guy having? No snapping fingers this time, big guy. What's happening, film friends? Dave the Film Junkie here, bringing you a film review of Deadpool 2. This was actually my top number one hyped movie. But at the same time, even what I said in that video, and I've said many times, like, pretty much the top five, it's all pretty equal. But, I love Deadpool. I love the first movie. Love the character. Love Ryan Reynolds. So I was just, of course, amped up for this one. And in this movie, yes, it's a little bit bigger. That's right. It's not just, a contained movie, which I want to talk about, a little bit. And don't worry, no spoilers or anything like that. But this time we have Josh Brolin. Yeah, like I said, he's having a good goddamn summer, man. First, he's, taking out some of the Avengers, and now he's going to be taking on Deadpool. And it's pretty much like it's the Terminator plot, He's from the future. He's not full robotic, but he's got the robotic arm and everything. But he's coming back to kill a kid. And, of course, Wade is going to protect that kid, and then he's going to get the X-Force together, as you saw in the trailer. And, yeah, that's pretty much what's going on with Deadpool 2. So what did I think of Deadpool 2? Oh, yes. Hilarity! Fantastic. Loved it. Absolutely. Did not disappoint. Definitely did not disappoint. And, yeah, let's go over the good things first. First off, I love the fact that David Leitch, I'm probably saying his name wrong. It was sad to see that Tim Miller wasn't returning. And it, every time there's a director change, I always go, what would it have been like, with that? I say that with Ant-Man. I'm sure I'm going to say that with Solo. Just movies when there's a director change, I still wonder what Justice League would have been like. Let's not talk about that. But jokes. There's a lot of jokes, obviously. And they do poke fun at every franchise. And that's what I love about this movie. I think they actually poke fun more of the MCU than DC or even like the Fox franchise. I don't know. There was like one in particular joke that I actually like bursted out laughing at towards the end. And I'm not going to say what it is, but I think I was the only one that really got it. At least in my group of friends that went, I bursted out because it poked fun at the MCU. It's something particular, but my God, I just was like, yes! Josh Brolin as Cable. I love Josh Brolin. Josh Brolin was always one of those actors where it's just like, hey, Josh Brolin's in this, cool, but he never got lifted up. He was always a known actor, but he was never, he's always in these movies. No Country for Old Men, he's like, you're the star of that. But yet, it's like, he never really pictured him in a franchise movie, and he actually said that himself, after Jonah Hex. He didn't think he would be in like a movie like this, and now he's in two within like a month of each other, which is crazy. And his Cable is awesome. It's absolutely fantastic. When he shows up, you're like, whoa, and then you want more. You want a lot of interaction, and there's more to come, which is great. I love the fact that they're setting it up for an X-Force movie, Deadpool 3, and of course, Cable, the interaction between the two characters, and they poke fun of just a lot of things with that, and it's absolutely fantastic. Another character that stood out for me, Domino, Zazie Beetz. Jesus. Hot! She's hot, and her character was great. Like, I like what they did with it. Showing like what her ability is, and everything. And there's like the whole action sequence that has her within it. You really get a sense of what she's all about, and I love what they did with it. And that whole action sequence, this is where David Leitch, obviously John Wick and everything, this is where he shines. He shines with the action, and the action is great. The fight sequences, the choreography, it's all great. It's brutal. It's not anything like too crazy. It's not always like too crazy and technical, but there's some things where you're just like, ooh, oh, good, ah. The gripes that I have for the movie, I think it's, I was trying to think, do I like this one better than the first one? And right now, after the first watch, no. The reason why is because the first one's so contained. It's so limited. It's limited on its budget. It was a simple plot, but it was something obviously fresh because it was making fun of the superhero, the superhero genre. And, and that's what I really loved about it. And, you knew it was contained. It felt contained, but it really just worked throughout. With this one, it just was like, it's like they had a contained budget. They were trying to contain it, but then they were like, no, what if we added this or that or that or this? It just gets a little crowded, you know, and like, you know, with special effects and everything, and it tries to, I think it just tries a little too much with some of the things. But I mean, it didn't pull me out of it. It didn't maybe go, oh my god, it sucks or anything. I was just kind of like, okay, this is why I like the first one, because it was just a little more, hey, you know, this one's just a little more like, trying to keep it, you know. And I love the returning characters, Colossus and Negasonic, you know. It's just they were great. I mean, they weren't, you know, they were not in it like a shit ton or anything like that. And of course, T.J. Miller's Weasel. Always great, and Dopender also, you know. Returning characters, always nice to see. But I think just like, yeah, I think it was just trying to be, I think as they were going along, they were like, what if we did this? What if we did that? And, you know, it's just gets a little too crowded. Mid-credit scene, you better fucking stay, because it's probably the best mid-credit scene you'll ever see. Yes, it's pretty damn awesome. So am I going to put Deadpool 2 on the favorite wall of 2018? Of course, put it up there. Absolutely. Can't wait to see it again. So let me know if you saw Deadpool 2 down below in the balls area and what you thought about it. Hit that like, thumbs up button if you'd be so kind. Subscribe to my channel. Visit filmjunkie.com for my content. And of course, visit the closet for some shirts. You know, if you want some shirts, it's fine. Anyways, guys, I'll talk to you later.